Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am glad you're here. Today we're going to take a little time and we're going to go through some USA made knives from my collection, which are all really good knives and they're all under $200. Now, caveat, one of these knives has got a mod on it that makes it over $200, but we can talk about that when we get there. Guys, before we get started, I hate to ask, but if you would, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon next to it. That's all I ask. Please hit it. It'll help my channel. It'll help my videos get seen by more people, and hopefully it'll help me grow. I appreciate it, guys. And the first knife made in the USA is this little Kershaw Launch, I want to say 9. Yes, it's a tiny little knife. This is one that was made by ProTech, and just a really cool little package. It's not the greatest knife. It's just a nice little EDC auto. It's probably one of the first knives that I picked up when I got back into collecting. And I picked it up because it was right around $119. I think you can get these knives on sale for $99. A lot of the Launch series, all of the Launch series up until the most recently were manufactured for Kershaw by ProTech. And they are made in the USA. This one's CPM 154. And just a really good little knife. You know, so made in the USA, Kershaw Launch, neat little fit pocket knife. So moving on, we come to probably one of the better values in the group, and this is the Hogue K320, and this is the Tanto version. They also make this in a drop point. They also make this with upgraded handle materials, but this is the first one that came out. It has FRN scales. It's got a reversible clip that's 4-way reversible. Has an axis lock that works very well. Has the flipper deployment. It is S30V. It came just like all Hogues, razor sharp. And guys, I bought this knife on sale for under $140. So it's FRN, S30V, has probably one of the best ergos in the game, and it's the Sig Sawyer K320, made in the USA by Hogue. Under $150 in FRN. You can also get this guy with an aluminum handle and micarta, or aluminum handle and G10. It's still under $200. I think it takes it up to about $189, $200, somewhere right around there. So that's another in my top 5 under $200 made in the USA. That's the Sig Sawyer K320, and mine is a Tanto. I love this knife, guys. Moving on, we come to the best value in any made in America knife, and for the best cause. I could go on and on and on about this knife. This is the Ritter Hogue Doug Ritter's RSK, the Ritter Survivor Knife MK2 or MK1. One of them is a full size, which this one is, and one of them is a mini, which this one is. So both of these knives are Doug Ritter's knives. Doug Ritter, as you guys probably know or may not know, but you'll know now, was Benchmade's partner in designing the Griptilian. That is Doug's design. So when Doug and Benchmade parted ways and he was able to take his design, he improved on it. He found Hogue to manufacture the knives, to keep them manufactured in the USA. They chose KnifeWorks as their exclusive dealer to keep the cost down. And this knife is under $160. It's in CPM 20 CV. It is in very nice G10 handle. Has a very nice axis lock and jimping. very substantial blade. The mini version is also 20 CV, also G10, literally just a smaller version of this wonderful knife. This knife has just recently been released in MagnaCut and carbon fiber. I think it's still about $199. But these, if you go to Knife Works, I want to say they're about 160, 145, somewhere in there. But the Ritter Hogue RSKs, probably the best bang for the buck in a made in USA knife. I think this knife is better than the Griptilian, which I also own, in every way. The scales feel better, the ergos feel better, the blade, the stone washing on that blade looks better, it comes sharper. I'm convinced the heat treat's done better because it seems to hold an edge very well, and the action's much better. So that, at number 3, is the Hogue RSK MK1, I think, maybe MK2. Moving on, this was our caveat knife. This is the made in Golden, Colorado Spyderco Manix 2. Probably one of, if not the best Spyderco knife in existence. Now, these are available in all types of blade steels. They come either in a lightweight, or this one was a G10. This one was a G10 knife center exclusive in crew wear, and I want to say I picked this knife up for $162. So it was a $162 knife in crew wear, razor sharp, Manix 2, out of the box, ready to go. And then I modded it by adding a titanium ball cage and these rock scale designs, linerless scales, which did add another $120 to the knife. But we're talking about USA made knives. This knife had really nice G10. I've still got the scales, black G10 scales. It was a $165 knife, and it was probably as good as any knife in my collection, value for dollar. The Ritter Hogue I still put up next to it because I think it holds just a great deal of value, and I really believe in what that knife stands for. But just a fantastic knife, made in Golden, Colorado, USA Earth. This is the Spyderco Manix 2, the regular size. So moving on to number 1, guys. It could only be one thing. Actually, it could be 3 things. This is, and I even put on the G10 scales, so it would be a $179 knife. This is the TRM Neutron. TRM, as you guys know, is my favorite USA manufacturer. The Neutron is probably my favorite TRM design just because it's a good mid-sized knife. Uses that leaf style 20 CV blade that's just uber sharp and slicey. It's very thin, easy to carry. I've got titanium scales that'll go back on this after this review. But if we were going to talk about TRM knives that are under $200, if we picked up the TRM Atom, which I didn't check the scales off of, the scales throw it out of the range, but if we picked up an Atom, either naked or with my Carter or G10 scales, it's going to come in at $199. And if we pick up a TRM Nerd, which is a nice little 5th pocket carry knife, it's going to come in about $165, $170. So that's 3 knives that you can pick up from Three Rivers Manufacturing, 100% made in the USA, unless you get one in carbon fiber. Then the carbon fiber is proudly sourced in Lithuania. But TRM makes their hardware, they make their knives. They've got what I feel is the best customer service in the game. They're very plugged into the community. They're very social. I talk to them at shows. I talk to them on social media. They comment on all my posts. They're just what I consider to be fantastic human beings. So my number one knife, under $200, made in America, is going to be the TRM Neutron. Number 4 is going to be the Spyderco Manix. Number 3 is going to be the Ritter Hogue RSK. See if I can get all these in the screen. I bet I can't. And then we're going to move it up to the Sig Sawyer Hogue K320. And then finally, we're going to break out the little Kershaw Launch. So guys, I hope that video was some kind of informative. Again, it's very subjective. It's my thoughts on knives that are in my collection. Leave in the comments if they're knives that I left out, if they're knives that you would have rather seen, if they're knives that maybe I'm not aware of or don't have in my collection that I need to look at. Another one that I thought of, but I don't have them here because I've sent them to my brother from another mother, Marty, at Original Goat, so they could prototype some version 1 scales, are my Hogue Dekas. So, as a caveat, I don't have the knives here, but I have a Hogue Deka drop point and a Hogue Deka Warncliffe version 1. They were right around $125. They would definitely be on this list. I don't know which knife would come out to make that happen. Maybe it'd be a top 6, but the Hogue Deka, you don't have to leave that in the comments because I'm very familiar with that one. But if there are other knives I've left out that you guys think should come to my attention, please let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Most importantly, please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.